Hey everyone, this is Kevin T. Rodriguez, film critic of iCritic.net. I hope this one I can make because I know some people say, hey, I've tried making this video 5 times and you always wonder how true that is, and this time, yeah, I can tell you I've tried making this video 5 times. This is like the 6th attempt. Hopefully this will work. And obviously I'm going to be talking about hashtag change the channel, and more specifically what to do about the revelations that JewWario was a sexual predator. And I'm in a different position than most people. I do not recall ever watching a JewWario video. I don't. I still have not seen a JewWario video. I'll probably check out his videos after I make this one, just so that I know what his videos were like. I know he was like a big deal to the channel awesome community, and his suicide hit people hard. I was at least aware of that much, so not familiar with his videos, familiar with his reputation and at least the love he used to have. So I think that puts me in a unique position to judge this. But I have been watching videos about what to do about his old stuff, and people have very mixed opinions. And there seems to be 3 options people are going with. The first option a lot of people are having to do with old JewWario videos is they want to delete those videos, take them off. They never happened. JewWario never existed in their eyes. The other option is to edit the video so that he is either removed from the videos or someone replaces him for his cameo. That is actually a little worse, in my opinion, than the first one, because that's basically saying that history can and should be tampered with. And the third option, which is the least popular, is to leave the videos up as is. And I've listened to the pros and cons of all 3, and actually I've been doing this for years because I am a film critic, first and foremost. I write about movies, and I'm a film historian. I have written books about the history of movie, and my opinion is probably unpopular, especially in an era of social justice and Me Too, but my frank and personal opinion is that film should not be touched. For example, I know some people are going to disagree with me on this. I actually had very big problems when this came out, and it was revealed that Kevin Spacey, after some sexual assault allegations, not proven facts, he didn't actually go to trial and nothing was proven, that he was removed from the movie. A finished movie. And when they announced they were going to replace him, people champagned like this is a new age of justice, when in fact, it struck me as a new age of mob justice. Here we had a, at one time, respected actor, a talented actor. He is still talented. You cannot convince me otherwise. Made a movie. It was finished, and had the movie been released 2 weeks earlier, he would have been in it. But as a result, they took him out. Like, very, very short amount of time, and it was an impressive feat. For the most part, you would have no idea anything happened if you were not aware. I'll give him that much. But the idea that you are censoring the film, that you are removing association, that is a big problem for me. Because we all do very bad things. Some things people consider to be worse than others. I won't lie. Some people do. But nonetheless, they could be taken out whenever someone wanted. And I've had issues with that. And that's just one of the more extreme examples. I'm just as much against them changing the Looney Tunes and old Disney cartoons that have racist elements to them, because that is to, in effect, change the world that those cartoons were made from and what inspired them, for better or worse. I also disagree with changing the special effects in Star Wars. I think the original effects should stand. I don't believe in colorizing black and white films. I don't agree with making color films black and white. I just don't. And so when I hear about talks of people removing their JewWario videos and altering them, I do take a little offense. I don't think that's the right course of action. I think, from a personal perspective, it's a shame that he did those things, but with those things in the past, you don't ever have to work with him again, not least of which because Unfortunately, he did commit suicide. But you can learn. And you can, maybe choose your partnerships a little carefully in the future, I suppose. But here's the other reason I don't like it when people remove other people. To remove someone from the internet, which is impossible to do, by the way, but to remove people from film, like, oh, I disagree with someone, therefore they're going away, and we'll replace them with someone else. I don't think forgetting the person existed and forgetting what they did is even the way to go. There was a wise monkey one time in a family film who was talking to the main character of the movie, and the main character admits he's been spending so long running from the past, he doesn't know what it's like to face it. And the monkey hits him on the head with a stick. And the main character goes like, ow, what was that for? The monkey goes like, it doesn't matter. It's in the past. And he's like, yeah, but it still hurts. It still hurts. And the monkey says, oh, yes. The past can hurt. But the way I see it, you can either run from it or learn from it. Now, some people might be saying, well, what can be learned by leaving JewWario in our movies? What can be learned from leaving Kevin Spacey in All the Money in the World? And you know what? I don't know entirely. That's something you're going to have to figure out for yourself. But to pretend they never existed is, in a sense, to say the problem never happened. And people say they want to find solutions to the problem. Well, running from the problem doesn't solve anything. It doesn't teach you how to better prepare for when the problem comes up again. Because unfortunately, sexual predators are out there. They will continue to come out. And maybe going back to people who dealt with sexual predators and say, well, how did you deal with them? What did you learn? And so I think that for the sake of the art of these YouTube videos, because, they might not be great art, but they are art, should not be compromised. I don't believe they should be hidden. And for that matter, Leonardo da Vinci was kind of a sexual deviant himself. Should we not enjoy the Mona Lisa or the Last Supper? I have issues with that because no one is perfect. And even the people who are accusing JewWario of doing the things he's doing, they have some skeletons in their closet as well, and they have some dark secrets. Maybe not the same, maybe not to an extreme, but they do. And, for those people to say, well, I'm above this guy, so therefore he should not be on my channel, that's narcissism. That truly is. I can guarantee you've done things that people would be very unhappy with if they found out. Now, on another note, I will say, these aren't professionals, they're YouTubers. I mean, everyone's a regular person, but YouTubers are more regular than most entertainers out there. And I can understand, especially for those who knew him and knew JewWario and spoke highly of him, and then to find out about this is very disheartening. And it's a big betrayal. And they are going to react however they react. Whether I agree on their response to what they do with their content is besides the point. They also have a right to do what they, feel is right so that they themselves can heal. I understand that. So I think I liked Mars Girl's response the best, where she kind of looked at the video, like one of the videos he was in, or maybe he wasn't in it. I think it was a tribute. And it was like the whole video was attributed to him, but nothing about it had his hand in it. They were making it for him. And she's probably feeling pretty betrayed right now and very hurt. I can hear it in her voice anyway. And she has decided, you know what? The video stays as is, but I'm going to disable comments and I'm going to put a disclaimer. We didn't know, and we no longer feel this way. Which, for the record, is what Disney and Warner Brothers does with their old stuff as well. And, I don't know how many of you have bought, a Disney movie on Blu-ray recently, but if there's smoking in the movie, especially one that's geared towards kids, they put a disclaimer above that smoking is bad for you, and they strongly discourage it. And their response has been okay, we've made movies where characters have smoked in the past. We are not going to change those movies except for Saludos Amigos for some reason. However, we will put disclaimers on those old videos, and we are not going to put smoking in our movies from this point on. That is called learning from the experience. So that's my 2 cents on that. I obviously can't tell you what to do with your own videos. Ultimately, it is a free country. It's your content. But I don't think they should be deleted and erased from the world, nor should they be recast. I think maybe adding disclaimers that you didn't know about his past, and I think people know that, by the way, and leaving it as is and learning on how to deal with people who might potentially be this way in the future. I think that's a more wise response. And on a final note, and this is kind of off topic, personally, I think we're at the point with the situation, even though people like me are commenting on it, maybe we should start leaving people like Mars Girls out of the conversation at this point. Let them kind of heal. I think all the original content creators who post this document were just hoping for some honest change, and it's clear they're not going to get it. And to keep dragging them into this has got to be exhausting to deal with, and they've learned some bad things about someone who they thought was once their friend. And the sad reality is, even with him doing these things, he was their friend. He might not have been a perfectly good person, but who is? And but it's a lot to deal with. I mean, if I found out one of my friends did this, or heck, killed someone, that'd be tough to swallow. That would be. So maybe give him some space. And this isn't entertaining for them. It isn't. So, but that's where I'm going to leave it. So, what do you folks think about this? Heck, if you have any videos with JewWario in your channel, what are you going to do with them? I would love to know. Comment below, like, favorite, share, subscribe, and flame responsibly. Have a good one.